Located behind the Lotus Garden Chinese restaurant, El Rico Pollo Peruvian restaurant. The clean, casual dining room is decked out with nice Peruvian artwork, with white tablecloth tables, some televisions around the room, while the menu offers a large variety of fish, seafood, beef, chicken, pasta, and vegetarian dishes representing the best Peru has to offer. Okay, Miss World Traveler, we finally made it to Peru. You know, what's neat about it is it only took, what, 40 minutes, half hour to get here? 10 minutes, yeah. But this is a restaurant that's really neat. I reviewed this restaurant, I think in 2012,
yeah.
But they added a whole new menu to it. Let's get right into the menu. How's that?
Okay, folks, I'm just going to say that we're going to butcher these names, so we're going to give it our best
I'm
effort.
proud of it.
Lomo saltado, $12.50. This is a very traditional Peruvian dish. This is strips of sirloin, and it's sauteed with red onions, tomatoes, soy, vinegar, cilantro, and then it's mixed with French fries. It seems so unexpected, but it's good, and it's served with white rice. Okay, so to me, this had a very Asian profile, other than the French fries, which seemed completely out of place. But the flavors were there, and I liked the crunch of the French fry. The tomatoes added that level of freshness. The meat was perfectly tender, very good saute on the meat. But the French fry, I can't get over that French fry. It was just weird, but I liked it. What did you think?
They have, I think, over 4,000 potatoes they grow just in Peru.
Yeah.
So that's like the country of, that's where the potatoes came from, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a carb overload.
But the other thing, too, is Peruvian food, if you've never had it, it's a real fusion of different influences.
Yes.
You've got China, European, Spain, West Africa.
Yep. You've
got the Polynesia Islands. I mean, you've got a lot of different cuisines.
Yeah.
So it's like the best of the best. And that's why a lot of people love to go to Peru. It claims to be the best culinary country in the world. It's got so many flavors.
It really does.
Everyone I've talked to says, oh my goodness, you got to go.
And this is very authentic. I like the food here. It just it represents so many different countries and so many different traditional dishes. So it's really a fun little vacation we're taking right now.
That's true. Next came the arroz chaufa de carne, $10.50. This is a Peruvian Chinese beef with fried rice, diced red pepper, green onions, and an egg. It had peas, sesame oil, ginger. Spectacular.
Really?
To me, this is basically Chinese style
fried rice,
but pretty much better than I've had anywhere else. It had the most flavor. It wasn't just soy sauce, which I think I forgot to mention in there.
Yeah.
But it had flavor and depth to it and just delicious.
I will agree. The one thing I noticed about this is that the pieces of meat were large and then the egg was large. Usually in a fried rice, it's a lot of blended up stuff and you really can't distinguish. This had big chunks of meat and big pieces of egg in there, cooked egg. So I agree with you that the flavors were amazing in this.
I love it.
Next, we had, this is taco con bistec. $13.50. This is a very unique dish. This is a mixture of rice and beans that they kind of mash it together and then they pan fry it so it gets kind of crisp. And they season it with garlic and onions and Peruvian red chili. So it has a different flavor profile. It's almost like a porridge, if you will, but then it has that little crispness to it. Then they crown the top of it with a steak that's sauteed in a chimichurri sauce. So it has a nice char on it and a nice flavor. And then they serve it with what they call salsa criolla, which is onions and tomatoes and lime and cilantro. It's very simple. It's not like your traditional salsa.
It complements everything.
It does. It's like sauteed onions. It's very light. So it works, you know. I'm not a bean and rice person, like, you know, I always say that. But I like the flavors in there, and I thought the steak had a great flavor.
It was a New York steak, which surprised me. I thought it was sirloin.
Yeah.
And actually it was very tender and it was juicy.
Yep.
They know really how to make meats here.
And next we had pescado al ajo. Hope I'm saying that right.
Very good, very good.
Yay! $13.99. This was fried sea bass that's breaded, and then they top it with a roasted garlic and cream and wine sauce, and then they serve it with grilled potatoes and rice. The flavors were good. I love the flavor of, actually the potato was my favorite because it had a little grill on it. I love the flavor of the sauce. The fish, to me, I think I would prefer it to be grilled versus fried, just my personal opinion. And I thought maybe some vegetables in it would give it some color. It was very texturally all one note.
But if you notice, I don't think we had anything with vegetables really. I mean, you know, broccoli or carrots.
No.
I think that's just the nature
I think
of
like
the beast here.
peppers, maybe onions. Yeah, I mean the flavors were good, but again, texturally to me it was just very
So I kind of disagree because if it was grilled, it would just kind of fall apart. It had a little crunch to it, and that's what to me made it different, and you can. To me, it tasted. I loved it.
Yeah.
The sauce was sensational. I would just order just the sauce and just lick it up.
Yeah, the sauce was
that
great.
good.
And again, when they pour the sauce on it, the breading kind of absorbs it, so
Yeah.
it does lose the crunch to me.
Some of it.
So to me, I would have done grilled fish. I'm
Okay.
going to stick with that.
Don't forget, you're in Peru. You got to eat what the natives eat.
Still,
Okay,
I'm giving the Trisha opinion.
As long as you know. Next was, I think, one of my favorite dishes I've
Yes.
ever had ever.
Yes.
It's called the Jalea Peruana Personal. Again, personal is very important.
Okay.
$14.99. If you like fried fish, this is an item you have to get.
I would agree.
This is an ocean full of seafood. We're talking calamari, shrimp, octopus, fish. It's all breaded right here at the premises, deep fried, served with the salsa criolla, a delicious tartar sauce. This is wonderful. The portion here,
Huge.
it's way too much. I mean,
Huge.
before they change it, come here, order 20, 30 plates. I mean, you could do a party with this stuff.
For sure.
It's enough for 3 people, easily.
Yeah, I would say I was not excited about this dish because I'm not a huge
Well, you're not a seafood,
I'm
okay.
not. I'm not a seafood fan. I absolutely love this. First of all, the tartar sauce alone. Think French onion dip or onion dip overload. It had the best flavor. The green onions in there, and then you add it to that crispy fish. The breading was perfect. I mean, I was shocked. I loved it.
Next, a great soup. It's called the Pariwala. This is $14.99. I probably butchered the name, but this is a really hearty soup. It's swimming, absolutely swimming with sea bass, crab, mussels, clams, shrimp, garlic, tomatoes, green onion. They have a really nice Peruvian red chili pepper in it. It's white wine, a rich tomato broth. This was sensational. It had a beautiful undertone seafood flavor to it.
It did.
It wasn't this phony, cioppino or bouillabaisse that I've seen
Right.
in most restaurants. I mean, this isn't elegant. This is down dirty seafood soup, but the best. This is probably and laden with seafood, so much of it.
Yeah.
I love that broth. You just want. I mean, you can just sop it up. I wish they had bread or something to sop it up with. It was that good.
With all these carbohydrates, you don't need
You gotta have
another
bre-
thing.
Well, then just lift the bowl up and go.
We'll get you a ladle.
That'd be good.
And next, we had the parrilla mixta. Did I say that right?
No, but it's okay.
Okay, tell me how you say it.
A big mess of meat.
Okay, big mess of meat. If you're a vegetarian, this is not
Don't
a dish
watch
for you.
this, yeah.
This is a huge mixed grill. It's $32.99. Easily 3 people can enjoy this. It has New York steak. It has beef hearts. Yes, I did eat beef hearts, people. Pork chop, chicken, boneless chicken thigh, and chorizo, and it's all grilled. And then they serve it over again the French fries. I don't quite understand, but it works. And then they have this really beautiful salad, which is just simple. It's just the lettuce, the cucumber, the tomato.
Simple.
Yeah, this dish, if you like Mediterranean food, that's what it spoke to me. It's very Mediterranean with the skewers of meat, with the not the French fries.
The heart. It's actually
not
heart.
the French. I know, but just the meat.
Yeah.
Just the proteins, and then the salad. Then they have these dipping sauces. I want to talk a minute about these dipping sauces. So the first one that we tried was it was a peachy pink color, and it's called ricotta. And we dipped our chicken in that, and it's a red chili pepper that comes from Peru, and then they mix it with cream, and it's spicy but not hot. It's not going to kill you here. And the second one we had was called ají amarillo, and this we dipped the beef into it, and this sauce. Literally, I could dip just about everything in it, and I could eat it. And I did. I dipped the beef heart into it, people, and I ate it, and I loved it. It was so good.
What's nice about the beef heart, everyone thinks it's it's organy.
Yeah.
I mean, it has sometimes organ meats do.
Yeah,
have
it has
that
a very
flavor.
gamey flavor.
You
No,
can't tell.
it was actually very
The
good.
texture was very good.
good flavor, nice texture. And the next one was a green sauce, and it's basically jalapeno and celery. It had a very fresh flavor, but it's hot. It's hot. So go carefully with that. We dipped the pork in that, and it was just a great accompaniment.
Well, Tricia, we had a lot of good food here, but what's your favorites?
I'm going to say the lomo saltado. Okay, I love that one. I'm going to say the arrozo
Arroz, chafa,
de carne. Yes, I love that. The Chinese
Fried
fried
rice.
rice. And the jalea perucana persona.
Fried fish.
Fried fish.
Yeah.
Really good.
And you don't like fish, so this is a compliment.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
very
I
good.
thought it was just great.
Pretty much agreed. The rice, the roast chafa de carne, it's fried rice, but unbelievable.
Yeah,
Great fried
the
rice.
flavor.
I also like the pescado al ajo, which is a fried sea bass with roasted garlic cream sauce. That's amazing. Even though you didn't like it, I loved it.
Yeah.
And the jalea, the fried fish. You can't go wrong. And
Oh.
It's more than fried fish. The octopus, the shrimp, and
Yeah. Delicious.
pure heaven. Like I mentioned early on, 2012, I did this on my own
Right.
without Tricia. 2012. Here we are, 2015, with Tricia. I thought the food was just as good, if not better. and I really love this restaurant.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me.